Oh, it's quite simple, really.
Yeah, not to
Yeah.
me. All right, so once we're done with this, I'll upload it to YouTube and highlight it and stuff on Twitch and stuff. So it'll be good.
Yeah, cool.
So you want me to go ahead and log in on the character that I created the other day?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
All right. All right, everybody in that's watching now. This is Dan or Oggy from the forums and from Twitch, and he is a GM in City of Steam. Is that correct?
Yeah, just a GM. I'm not
Yep.
a dev.
Right. And you have been. Oh, there you are.
I cheated.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm not supposed to be here, but
Oh, because you're a higher level. What level are
yeah, well,
you?
this is once you finish this tutorial area, you can't go back
Ah, gotcha.
because
That's a
this place, well, it's supposed to be destroyed, but there is some talk about allowing players to come back here.
okay.
Yeah,
And
this is it.
helping the noobs like me, huh?
Yeah, I'd like to clarify that this is it's an independent game. It's not a triple A, $1 million game as people think it is for some reason. I don't know why. It's completely browser based. It's made in the Unity engine. Quite a few good games have been made in that. Um, you can either play it on Steam or you can just pop up a browser and just play off there.
Cool. Welcome, Vesuvius. Um, so, oh, and by the way, folks that are joining, if you have any questions or anything for Dan, just let us know. And if Dan can't see the chat, I'll read it to him. But so one thing I just want to say for anyone who's hasn't played this before, if you start playing, up here there's a place where you can change between, I guess, what is basically like a 2D or a 3D. And the first time I played this, I didn't know about that, and so by doing 3D, it enables you to move the camera vertically, not just horizontally, which, if you're used to MMOs, it feels very limiting and frustrating not to be able to do that. So just click on this little 3D button up here. All right, so I'll go ahead and start going through this tutorial part here. And we're already introduced to the giant toiler, who seems to play a pretty significant role, huh?
Yeah, he's kind of like our mascot for the game.
Yeah.
Um, Initially he wasn't going to be used that much, I think, but we have another GM. Well, he's head GM at the moment. He's Levis 28, and he really likes toilets for some reason.
Uh huh.
So yeah, they added a lot more than
That's
it
cool.
originally was.
So there's a lot of things I've noticed, even the first time I played this game, just in terms of convenience. So as soon as I got those boots as a reward, it that little thing just pops up. It says, basically just, hey, you've got a gear upgrade. Just hit this button and we'll equip it for you. So, if someone's new to MMOs or this type of game, some of those touches I think are pretty nice.
Yeah, I kind of I like that feature because what we've had a lot when the game came out in alpha was that people found it a little bit hard to understand, what items, have been in my bag. Some people even complained that they didn't even know where the items went. So this I think you can turn it off, but yeah, it's just to help new players.
Oh yeah, that's great. And I would imagine a game like this, you're going to be getting players of all ages. I mean, this because it is. Okay, Pear Bear wants me to join. I'm gonna refrain since we're doing this. You're gonna get players of all ages, and so things like that I would think would just help that barrier to entry for someone who hasn't been playing some of the AAA MMOs and other games that would prepare you for a lot of these systems.
Yeah. What I think what makes City of Steam good for the younger audiences is because the size of the game is literally minuscule. It takes seconds to like get in and play. But that's the benefits of doing this game with Unity. It's because it allows to make a big game like this become, nothing like kilobytes to
Right.
download. I
Right.
forgot the exact number, but I think it was less. I think it was a little more than a megabyte. Is the this whole place? I think it was.
That's
I'm not
amazing.
sure.
So Vesuvius in chat, if you aren't able to see it, Oggy says that he misses you since R2 in Army of Darkness. And
Um,
let's see. And then D Fortune is talking about um, City of Steam distributor in Poland and Russia. They're still on 1.5 version.
yeah. We've had a lot of complaints about that. I can understand from other countries that, especially like the Philippines, I think it is,
Mm-hmm.
that they're not on not on. I think it's 2.4, which is Arcadia.
Okay.
But I I think the developers have got a lot to juggle because it's not just the US and the because we've got costs Asia as well. That they have to, it's up to I don't think it's up to the developers to um to add those updates. I think it's to do with which region you're in. I think it is. I'm not sure exactly.
So, I just wanted to mention something that I noticed. It seems like this is a mechanic that we'll see a lot in this game. You sort of enter basically a dungeon, and there's two things you have to do. You have to get enough experience to move on to the next part. You also have to get enough money or shillings, and then in a lot of them, there's a boss to defeat. But Dan, can you talk a little bit about? You sort of alluded to this, but what has the history of this game been like? Because for someone like me, an uninformed person, sees this pop on Steam, and I'm thinking, oh, this is a brand new MMO. It's just, this free-to-play MMO has just come out. But in actuality, it's from talking to you, it sounds like it's got quite a history already. What's the sort of catch us up on the history of City of Steam?
All right. The history is very it's complicated. And it's quite depressing to see the history of the game because initially the game started off as an independent game owned by Mechanis Games for the game. But what happened really is they were not making enough money to stay alive. At first, they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
And once the game was in alpha, I think a lot of the alpha players really loved it, and you could get these packs. I forgot what they're called now. I have an image of it somewhere, but it works sort of like Kickstarter, where if you donate a certain amount of money, you get items and whatnot. But it simply wasn't enough money, and if it wasn't for Mechanis Games to move over to R2 Games, publisher, then the game would have died about 2 years ago. But then once the game joined up with R2 Games, that's when it didn't go as well as they told us it would go. And basically it was terrible. The numbers of players dropped dramatically. We weren't getting updates, the developers weren't talking, nobody was talking to us, so a lot of people left. But then R2 decided to drop City of Steam and basically let it go. And then, people thought, oh, the game's dead now. That's it. But then Mechanis Games decided to self-publish again. And this is it really. There's a lot of the Electrum store, and there's a lot of, people say it pay to win, but really it's pay to stay alive. If we didn't have these microtransactions, the game would have died. And I would love this game without microtransactions. Trust me, I think a lot of people would, but they just have to be there. But I like to say you can play this game to max level without spending a penny. You don't need to spend money to play this game.
And just out of curiosity, what's the first thing that you think people typically end up being tempted to spend money on? What's the one thing that, as you're playing through the game, someone might first say, you know what, I'm enjoying this game. I don't mind, spending a little money, giving a little money to the people that have made it. What's that first item that they're most likely to be tempted to purchase?
It's hard to say really. I personally, if I join this, I'd probably end up going for the pets
Yeah.
because I don't know. There's just something about them, like the Shield Master. It's just they just look fun and they help a lot with collecting loot. But
This is you here, and this is your pet that's flying right here next
yeah,
to you,
this is
correct?
what's it called? The gyrocopter, I think it is.
And I think that's really,
Gyroscope.
I love the idea that the pets have a actual, they're not just vanity, they actually help you loot. I mean, because in this game, at times there's money and loot stuff dropping everywhere. So to have something that's picking that up for you saves a lot of clicking and a lot of distraction. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they do come with a little bit other like stat bonuses, but they're not that, you know, amazing. Like, 5% bonus kill experience, 30%, shilling pickup,
Okay.
500 health. It's not amazingly, significant. So you need this if you want to be. No, it's not that.
Right.
It's if you can't be bothered clicking on shillings, then you'll probably get one.
That would be me. It would be worth it to go buy a pet so that I don't have to click on shillings. Um, so David, let me know if the sound. David had mentioned that the in-game sound was a little too loud, so I've turned it down. Let me know if that sounds better, David. I want you to at least be able to hear the in-game sounds a little bit, but I don't want it to drown out our voices.
Oh yeah, just to add on that, you can the soundtrack of this game is made by an amazing composer.
Oh
And
yeah?
you can actually buy the soundtrack of this game on I think it's iTunes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll probably add the link
Okay.
if I can find it somewhere.
You should be able to link in chat. So I should mention I'm playing. What's the name of the class that I'm playing? It's the melee.
Oh, it's the water.
Yes. And yours is a gunner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm a gunner.
Okay.
But yeah, what you'll notice is when you've got weapons, you can swap them. Like if you go to the with your health
Yeah.
bumpers,
Yeah.
if you click weapon and you can have weapon and shield, two-handed or dual wield. I thought that was an amazing addition to the game.
Yeah. It's like changing stances.
Yeah.
And you can just do it right there on the fly. So let's see. What brings up? Is it I? Is that how I can see? So it shows you both the two-handed weapons you have equipped and the one-handed weapons and the two-handed weapons. So you can kind of see which ones are looking better for me right now.
Yeah, as well. You can see them. So I've got my two pistols out, but you can see the two-handed, going on my back.
Yes.
Which is quite cool.
Yes. Yeah, that is very cool.
I should probably dismiss my mercenary because he's killing everything.
Oh, I won't complain. I won't complain. All right, so we're getting coal from the cart here.
Yeah, what you're basically doing now is you need to get off the. This is Delton, the city of Delton.
Yeah.
That's where we are now, but we need to collect coal for the rail hauler to get off this to get out of this city, or else we're just gonna get killed by the brood. That's what the I forgot. I'd say they're like the little alien all people. They're called the brood,
Okay.
and you'll fight them all throughout the story.
Okay. The little storylines that we're seeing now are we already getting like threads to a larger story that will continue, or is this just sort of an introduction and we haven't gotten into the main
Um,
narrative yet?
in the tutorial area now, there is a story, but you start to once you get to the refuge, that's when the story starts to pick up. But to add on that, Steve's I really forgot to mention this, but City of Steam was originally a tabletop game. Um, and if you buy the tabletop game, which you can buy online, I forgot how much it is. I think it's like $10 or something like that. For the there's 3 books, and it goes a lot into the lore of the game. There's a lot of lore.
Now, when you say tabletop game, is this like a role playing game that somebody you'd have a GM or what is it, DM, I guess, that would be sort of talking you through adventures, or is this literally like a self-contained board game type situation?
Well, David Lindsay, the owner of Mechanus Games and City of Steam, he made City of Steam the tabletop game, and then he now, built this the game City of Steam as you see now.
Okay. So I'm just opening up my talents here. I've put some points into abilities. I took Crescent Slash to go with the other abilities I currently have, which is Standard Attack, Spiral Slice, which looks like it's a AoE damage, and then Warder Shout, which stuns other enemies. So now I have Crescent Slash to add to that. But then what I was looking at was the talents, which is this icon here, let's see. And I don't know, let's see, I've got 36 points. So is this a kind of a system where every time you put another point in, it requires more points to update it? Okay.
You can do some number crunching, but what happens is, if depending on what level you are, that's the amount of points you can spend into your talents.
Okay.
Like I'm 37, I can spend 37 in hit points or whatever.
Okay.
In health or resilience. But you
So,
can what I'd probably do in your case, I'd probably, if you got 3 points, or is it 30? I forgot.
36, yeah.
I'd probably go a little into armor and health.
Okay.
'Cause you might need that. The game gets progressively harder, when you level.
I took 1 point in damage too, just because I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all nice to take the punishment, but you do need to do some damage, yeah.
All right, so we'll stay at the with the main quest line for now. Gather coal. Okay. So, and one thing, another convenience item here, and again, I can't help but think of younger players with this. But if you look at the quest that you have, if I click on the main quest, which right now says get coal from the depot, the game takes over and it will actually walk me to the location I was supposed to go. And even in the larger area, once you get out of this beginning part, it continues to do that. Has that always been a part of the game? Because that seems to me to be pretty unique in terms of the MMOs I've played, to actually have an automated system where if you're not sure where to go, it'll just help you.
Yeah, there's obviously it's a double-edged sword with the tracking.
Right.
A lot of people hate it because they find it too easy.
Sure.
But I don't know, if I'm just lazy sometimes. I just want to, I can't be, I don't want to. I just rather just click it. It's just convenience. It's not to make the game easier.
Right. Trying to check out this crescent, this new ability. Where's an enemy I can crescent?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll dismiss my miss.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, and that's something I didn't realize last time I played till towards the end, but I guess everyone gets, and you're calling it a mercenary. Is that what they're all called, or is that just your particular type that you have?
Yeah. The once you get a little bit higher, you get your own mercenary. But I think you got one now, if I'm not mistaken.
If I do, the screen is there's so many things going on. I don't see him.
It's the woman with the hood and the cape. That's your first introduction to mercenaries. But you don't have. I think you can. Yeah, you do have her.
Okay.
She's called. I think she's just called a musketeer.
Yeah, musketeer. That's what I remember it being called that last time I played. All right, so we just need a few more shillings here, and then we're good to go get some more coal.
But yeah, you can whenever you level, you can level your mercenary up, and by ranking up.
Does
But
that just
we
increase their stats, or do you have some ability to tailor what you want them to specialize in?
Yeah, well once you unlock your mercenary tab, you can recruit different mercenaries, and you can get different let's say rarities. Like at the moment, my one is a white one, but you can get, blue, purple,
Hmm.
and orange is the best type of mercenary. But you'll need to rank them up, and with each mercenary, they've got their own stat bonus. Like mine's got crit,
Hmm.
and he does AoE damage, but you can get other ones that do, single target, and it gives you the bonus parry or something like that. It's quite different.
Huh. Okay, so we have gotten another thing of coal going here. Yeah, so it looks like, just noticing some of the chat that's going on, looks like people from different regions are they're continuing to talk about having different versions of the game, I guess. And oh wow, tell you, I'm looking a little cooler, I have to admit.
Yeah, I'd love to say I would like I'd say the Philippines or
Mm-hmm.
their their version of the game, but it's quite hard because um I don't know, I don't want to make empty promises and say your version of the game will be updated to Arcadia in a few days, because that's something I can't promise because I'm just a GM.
Sure.
A lot of people think, when they see the GM, they think, oh, I'll restart the server or give me something like that. I can't. I
Restart the
don't do that.
server.
I At the end of the day, I'm pretty much a player who's been playing for a long time. I love this game, and they acknowledged that and then gave me a little bit more power or responsibility, I like to call it.
Sure. How long have you been playing this, Dan?
Since I think it's July 2012.
Oh wow.
Since there's a lot. I think we've got Levis, who's another GM. He's been playing. I think his anniversary was 2 years a few days ago.
Okay.
So he's been playing a lot longer than me. But I've been. I think I'm the most vocal GM there is.
Okay.
I like that. I think I talk a little bit too much.
I don't know about that. All right, so we're actually riding to what will be kind of a hub of quests and mini activities. At least was my impression last time I played this.
Yeah, this is the rail hauler. Now you're about to get off Delton, but these are the Brood.
Yeah.
This is the evil faction of the game.
Okay.
These are trying to prevent you from getting off the train.
And they basically have come with us from the town we were at, correct? Oh, there's a
But here
baddie.
he is. So here is the first boss. He's called the Songbreaker. We've had a lot of complaints that this guy's a little bit too hard.
So
uh,
it will automatically drink a health potion when my health gets too low.
yeah, you can change that if once you've killed him, because
Okay.
he's quite. I could give you a hand if you want.
Sure, doesn't matter. I remember last time when I played this, I had to basically kite him around a lot to finally get him down.
Yeah, he's killable, but you
Yeah.
can. I think. I don't think you can die. I can't remember now.
No, it seemed like when I played it the first time, I think I did die once, but it didn't really die. It just sort of like reset and started again.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so how do you turn off the automatic health potion option?
Do you know the little line in the little red bubble? If you just click and drag that downwards, you can set um when you want the potion to be used. You can set it to 0, so it never does it. So you have to use, E and R to use your health potion. You can also do Steam as well. You need Steam to cast your main abilities, but you can change that if you want.
Now, I'm sorry, where did you say I'm doing this? What part of the screen?
It's the bottom in the middle. You see the red bubble to display your health.
Yes.
You see the line through it.
Yes.
If you click and drag that down or up,
Oh.
yeah, yeah,
So don't. So it's like no, don't use a health potion until you're at 5%.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Or you can just turn it off entirely.
You can do it. You can do it with Steam on the blue side as well.
Okay. Okay, I see.
I think there should be a tutorial for that.
Yeah. 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 Hello, Twitch TV.
And no, Dashin, we haven't got a GM island.
What?
I wish we did.
Uh, all right. So okay, so it won't let me upgrade to health or armor anymore. So we'll do another point
Yeah,
in
yeah.
damage for now. All right, let's get off this train. See the big wide world.
What I do like about this part is the scenery.
So look around and smell the roses,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
There's a big chest down here. I'm excited about this mysterious chest. What is that?
It's I forgot what it's
map.
called now. It's
A key.
I'm supposed to know this.
Okay,
It's I think it's a device. I think it's just to speak to. Oh, it's quite hard to say. I completely forgot.
so welcome all of the viewers that have joined us. If you feel so inclined, love for you to click on that follow button. And if a lot of you are City of Steam fans, I often am willing to play what the viewers would like for me to play, so you can influence more City of Steam streaming in the future if you so are so inclined. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
so now we're going to enter the refuge, right?
yeah. This is probably my favorite zone because I spent a lot of hours. I think I've got 2,000 screenshots of this place in alpha.
That's awesome.
But yeah, here's the main. Well, it was the main city hub in alpha.
Okay, I'm now
No.
seeing my musketeer. I don't know why, I just could not find her earlier, but I see her now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say as well. At the end of the stream, I'll be doing a little prize giveaway. So if you're on server 1, City's Theme US or I'm not even sure.
It is. It's this. Yeah, it's U.S. server 1. I think it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
the central server, but it's the one that's has more population on it. And it's got the 1 on it.
Yeah. At the end of the stream, I'll do a little question and answer or something like that. I don't know. Or a raffle. I'm not sure. And then I'll
Yeah.
give.
Twitch has recently changed their giveaway policy. I think as long as it's just a random thing to someone that's actually in chat at that time, you'll be okay.
Yeah. I'll let you decide what to give away.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll have to tell me the choices. Oh,
Or
don't
you
tell me
just-
now. I'll forget by the time it's time.
We can always just choose. We can always just choose. I don't know. Choose someone, then ask them what they want, so they
Yeah,
get what
sure.
they want.
Sure,
I guess.
Sure. Okay, so now I'm in the apartment here. And we're going to go to the house cellar. We're going to kill some rats. I love this. Isn't this where we kill rats?
Yeah. What the main part of the story here is now is you're in the refuge. This is where the area, or all the Nexans citizens have come after their hometown of Dalton has been destroyed by the Brood.
Okay.
So now your family has told you pretty much to kill all the rats in the in the cellar.
which is such an iconic thing to do in an MMO. It's perfect. Anytime I see rats in the cellar, it makes me smile. Okay, is that Zargox? Am I saying that right? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I'd like to also say, I think I touched on it yesterday, but dungeons like this used to be on your own when you did them. So now that we've got a multiplayer aspect like this, where um, you know, if you notice, there's a lot of players here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part about City of Steam Arcadia, because this whole cellar is quite a new addition, which I really enjoy because it adds a lot of because people complained there's not enough. It's a multiplayer game, but there's not enough multiplayer aspect to the game. But yeah, it's a great new addition.
That's awesome. All right, so somebody's telling me to hit B. Oh, I did not know. Okay, so the last time I played this, it was that's awesome. I would only get on my bike when it did it automated for me. I didn't know how to do
Yeah,
it, so
yeah.
that's awesome.
You can always click the little wheel next to your ENR. Yeah.
What is this subscription? I just got a 1 hour subscription.
Yeah, I should probably touch on that. We've got VIP. You can. It's just if you click it says bronze in the top right of your screen next to your what would you want to call that now? You see it? There's bronze, then recharge underneath it.
Okay, so you're talking on the left side. I see recharge and subscribe.
Um, recharge and subscribe. Does it say subscribe?
Yeah. It says become VIP. Your points currently are 0.
Right.
And there's daily goals, clock in.
Yeah. Well, basically, what the VIP is, but we've gone off a little bit. But this is one of. I think a lot of people complained about this. But what the basically is if you contribute to the game and buy Electrum, which is our in-game currency, you can buy VIP. Once again, you do not need to buy VIP to play the game. This is completely what I'm going to say. If you want to support the game, if you really like the game, you want to support it. This is one of those things you could buy. It's VIP. You pretty much get 10% XP boost. You get a 10% shilling XP boost, and that's bronze really. And every time you log in, you'll get about 50,000 shillings and a collection box. And all these things you can get in game without VIP. So it's not essential, but if you want it, you can have it.
Nice.
And you don't need it.
All right. So here is the famous toiler.
Yeah, I can't really see him, but you'll see it. You see a lot of him. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go through the transfer beam. Went too far.
Here we go. This is Arcadia. This is our main central hub.
Okay.
It's quite big. If you press M, you can see how big it is.
Oh,
yeah.
I
think there's a few wings that are unfinished. The one on the right and then the one on the bottom right.
Yeah, bottom left, top right, right?
Yeah. I feel I've been invited to a company. Sorry, Revelations, but I can't join you. But yeah, we've got should have a few quests to introduce you to fishing and mining. The transmuter, which is called I forgot what it's called now. The nickname for it. Bomb muter, I think it's called. That's quite a fun mini game. You've got chores to spend. You'll get introduced to that. I think you get to talk about your mercenary now.
So should I click on the outsider, the main quest line?
Yeah, go for the main quest.
Because this is what he's gonna. I think this is where he's gonna show me mining and all that.
Yeah.
Fishing and then mining.
I think I need to do mine. But you can. These are repeatable each day, but they're not like mining and fishing, as you see from other MMOs. It's not a trade skill, but what you do with it is to get talent and ability points. You can get talent points from leveling, or you can do your fishing and mining daily to get your your points to spend.
All right, Zargox is encouraging me to go claim my rewards. He does not want me to miss my reward. So playtime reward, that's the big one, right?
Oh yeah, this is playtime reward. I hope this gets changed, but I'm not sure yet. You know, you get it for 10 minutes, 15, and so you need to make sure you claim each one when you get it. So if you're playing for an hour and you haven't claimed the first one, you're not going to get the whole hour. You're just going to get the 5-minute played. So you just need to make sure you get that.
So it looks like there's this system where if you don't like the type of fish or the type of ore that you mine, you can try to get lucky, and I assume there's a chance it could get better or worse at that point, correct?
Yeah, it can go down and up.
Yeah.
You can only use it 5 times, but you can spend Electrum on having, I think it's 5 extra spins on it. I think it costs you like 10 Electrum each time you do it. You don't need to do it. You don't need to buy Electrum for that.
Well, I just got a whole bunch of gear.
Oh yeah, when you reach 10 and 6, 5, 6, stuff like that, you get a box with gear in it to help you get geared up.
So what's this level 1 mod box?
Level 1 mod box. Oh yeah, sorry. You won't be. I think you have to be level 15 to use mods, so you probably I would say bank that now.
Okay.
Put it in your storage. But once you get to a certain level, I forgot what level it is now, but you'll start to get armor with mod slots in it.
Okay.
How most games, gem slots or whatever.
Sure.
You can add mods, but what makes mods quite different is that you can merge them. So if you've got 3 level 1 square mods, you can merge them into one level 2 mod, and then so on and so forth.
Okay, all right.
You'll start to learn about that. You'll start to get a lot of them in the future once you pass 15 or 10 or whatever that is. You'll start to get a lot more of them.
So we should take a quick look at the little shop button up here and just see what's in there.
Yep.
Let me finish mining here and then I'll do that. Oh, it looks like I've done all I can. Okay. So up here there's this E kind of looking shape in this button, or you hit Y, I guess, go to the shop. And I understand that at different points in the game this wasn't in there. This is more of a fairly recent addition, correct? The Electrum shop?
It was in beta about a year or so ago.
Okay.
This was it didn't used to be like this, like the VIP and the XP boost. And, that didn't used to be in there.
Okay.
I think all it used to be was metal, some steam bike parts and that stuff about it.
Okay. So it looks like under medicine, there's things like a double EXP potion, keys, subscription times, and then we have materials, which these are the mods you were telling us about.
Yeah.
That's mostly what's in here. Vehicle parts, a couple other things, little metal. Cosmetic. And let's see. Is this mostly just changing how you look? No, it looks like there actually are stats attached to these, correct?
Yeah, there are some stats on them, but they're not amazing stats.
Okay.
You can get gear with better stats on them. You don't. Once again, you do not need to buy these.
Right. And here are the pets.
I'd like it if you did buy them, but you don't have to buy these. Most of these items you can earn in-game by playing.
I think a lot of players, and certainly I would include myself in this, when you get into a game, you reach a level where you just sort of justify in your mind, you say, I feel like if it's a free-to-play game, like I'm going to use Smite for an example, because that's a free-to-play game that I played for a long time. And at some point I just got to a point where I was like, okay, it's silly that I'm not putting any money into this game that I've gotten so much enjoyment out of. So, if you're going to go the free-to-play route, it's nice to have things where people feel like it's something they actually want to spend a little money on.
Yeah. It's completely up to you if you want to support the game. If you're enjoying it, and I can't really say much, but yeah, You can if you want. That's
right?
pretty much it. You
So
don't have
I
to.
would imagine that the two more popular tabs here are going to be the pet and vehicle tabs. These are some of the more pricier items, it looks like, but
Yeah.
some pretty interesting. Now, can you, like, if we're looking at a vehicle, is there a way to preview what it would look like, or do you have to go outside the game to get a preview?
Um.
Let's see. It looks
The
like there's an eyeball. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
If you
yeah. It
hover
shows
over.
you. There you go. Okay, that's cool. So it does have a preview system. That's nice. Spire Mark is the last one.
Yeah, Spymox is the so-called free currency of the game.
Okay.
You can earn Spire Marks in game, and then you can go into the store and you can
Gotcha.
stuff. So you don't feel, oh, I'll never use the Electrum store. You will use it
Right.
at some point.
Okay. So we're now moving on. We're supposed to find the Seer of Arcadia here.
Yeah. This is a very unique model. This is pretty recent as well. I think it's a quite cool model for him, her. I don't think it's got a gender.
Okay.
It's one of those things.
I was assuming her, but I don't know why. So I do have another. Let's see. Okay, so I've updated my ability a few times here. It looks like. And talents, I can get some more armor and health. Wow, I got a lot of mastery points all of a sudden. Was that something that I opened or something?
Yeah, did you use your the fish and ores you got from mining when you buy?
No, I don't.
If you press I, and
Yeah.
you see like the fish,
Yeah.
the ores. If you right click them, you can add XP points.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's not really crafting with ore. It's impacting your character.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
So if you feel like, oh, I can't do that quest because I feel a little undergeared or understarted, if that's a phrase, you can always just do other things non-combat to earn points to increase your character's power. So you
Okay.
can do it.
Very cool. All right, so we are supposed to repair the skydock now. Oh, no. Find Captain somebody.
I think that's in the refuge.
It says enter the bunker halls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Big Draka in chat is wanting to know if the motorcycle sound in game is unique. I think when we were playing this the other day, he had commented that the motorcycle sounded to him identical to the motorcycle sound in another game. So I guess that's what his question is about there. You may not know the answer to something like that. I'm going to assume that.
I thought he meant the people have been experiencing a lot of something with the sound. If you go to the cog, there is no. Once you turn everything off, it'll still, if you're on your Steam bike, it'll still do that sound.
Oh, okay.
Bike. But is it used for another game? I'm not sure. I'm not fully honest. I'm not the sound guys.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they. I'm not sure yet.
I mean,
I'll ask about that.
if the implication is did they rip the sound out of a different game's files, I'm going to say
No.
probably not.
No. If they did that, they probably would have been sued by now.
Yeah, it's been out long enough that someone would have probably caught on to that one. All right, so we're at Slash Roach here. Let's see how all that armor and health is. Oh yeah, I'm taking much more of a beating now without running away. All right. Yeah, I like the melee class. I think I played the ranged magic user, or almost like a sorcerer.
Yeah, the Arcanist.
Yes, Arcanist last time. Which that was fun as well. It had that one of the abilities I got had this huge. Like when you use the ability, it showed where it was going to be landing. It was this big AOE attack. I quite enjoyed that, but I'm enjoying the melee attack too as well.
Yeah, I do enjoy the water. It's quite fun.
All right. Gold Smash is in progress. Join us.
Oh yeah, definitely go for that.
All right, we'll click the event. Need to quit team before joining this event.
Oh yeah.
Please mind your baggage. The Heartland Transit Authority is not
There you go.
responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged items.
This is one of those cool features we've got in the game. It says it pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. Gold Smash.
Oh wow. Do I need to go ahead and collect the money, or will I be able to collect it at the end?
Oh yeah, make sure you have your pet. Because it'll make this a hell of a lot easier.
Alright. Wow, this is an absolute loot fest. So
Yeah.
Big Draka asked me if I like the caster class better now that I've tried the melee class. I think I'd have to give it a little bit longer because it was sort of later in the time that I was playing that I unlocked that ability that allowed me to do the big AoE damage, if I remember correctly, or at least maybe I got it more powerful later, and that was quite fun. So I might have to see a couple more abilities on the melee, but I mean, so far I've actually really liked the melee. I feel like I can take much more of a of abuse without having to run away now, so it's kind of cool. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is tons of shillings compared to what I had before.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of shillings at the moment to you. But
Right. Okay.
Once you unlock the myth tab,
Yeah.
oh wow, that's where all of your money will be going.
Okay.
Is the myth points. It's just a little mini game to increase your points, the power of your character. But you'll be spending a lot of shillings on that.
Gotcha. Alright, so I completed it. How do I, oh, there's the exit. So this little door down here is how you get out.
Yeah.
Okay. Leaving challenge.
Yeah, I think once you reach about 10, 15, that's when you start to unlock stuff like the Paragon, the Monster Layer, and PvP, some of the extra features in the game that you'll start to use a lot throughout the game.
What's current max level?
I think it's 60 now that with the new update. I think it's 60.
60, okay. And what do players do upon reaching 60? What is the... Okay, I've finished leveling. What's left for me at that point?
Good point. You can do very hard Paragon dungeons each day. And you can also... PvP is a very big thing as well. A lot of people... if you got... There's the arena. We've also got leaderboards as well. If you press L, I think it is for leaderboards. PvP is quite a big thing for people that are, level 60 and, lower.
Okay.
Well, 50-ish.
Okay.
But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention as well that the developers did say that in their next update or a few more after that, they will be adding housing.
Oh, wow.
So that should hopefully, fill people's needs that are max level and they haven't got much to do. So you'll be able to customize your house, but there's not a lot of information about that yet. But they do want to add that in the future.
Cool. So I don't know if this was exactly how you explained it. It may be, and I may have missed it, but it looks like until I claim the current playtime reward, the next playtime reward doesn't start counting down.
Yeah, that's. I'd like to get that changed, but I think it may be just, one of those things that you just can't change.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one of those things.
Okay, so I've got a boss to fight, and I need a little bit more experience in here. Gold Smash is in progress. So, pretty frequent messages, I guess, coming across the screen, letting you know what's going on, different events and such.
Yeah, once you reach hold on, I need to mute someone.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
once you reach a certain I think it's 15 or so, you'll start to unlock if I forgot where it is now, where you can check to see yeah, you'll have an events tab. Each day we also have company wars, which companies are, well, guilds really.
Right, right.
Um and I think it's each I think it's every day. Every day there'll be a company war on at a certain time. We also we have what else do we have? We have PvP tournaments. You can win some ridiculous prizes with that. We also have wilderness bosses. Wilderness pretty much is how can I explain this? It's a giant map where you can either kill creatures or you can kill players.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's it's completely up to you. Finally, we've got the Rift Weaver. This guy he's level 60. There's no limit to how many players can do it. It's once, I think it's once a week. And yeah, if you kill him, you can get some very nice prizes from that.
So, Big asked a really good question here. Does City of Steam follow the tried and true Holy Trinity system? And
No.
from creating a character, I did notice there was a character that was more geared towards healing, one that was more geared towards tanking, and then a couple of mostly DPS classes. But how would you answer that question?
No, I wouldn't say the Holy Trinity is the game has been aimed at. Well, the channeler can heal, but it's hard to say really.
Okay.
I don't think it is. I don't think when you're level 60 doing the high-end dungeons, you don't really need a healer or a tank.
Okay.
You don't really need it because we don't have like raids like some of the top end. As I said before, this isn't a AAA game where they can spend a lot of money doing raids and stuff like that. If this was a AAA game, it wouldn't be a browser game and it wouldn't be by an independent company.
Sure, absolutely.
So the game isn't aimed towards the Holy Trinity.
So we're gonna go do tools of the trade. It's saying that we need to do some optional quests, I guess, to get to level 8 before we can move on in the main storyline any longer.
Yeah, you can once you do a dungeon in the refuge and places, you'll do the quest inside that dungeon. If you come out, you'll get a green quest,
Yeah.
and that is a dungeon quest, not a quest, not a quest, main quest.
Okay. Yeah, I think I actually did pick up that quest, so I could have gone right back into that same dungeon to do the optional quest.
And every time you do it, you'll be doing it with players, not on your own.
How often has have updates been coming out in terms of new content or new features and such?
They've been coming out a lot more frequent. Like this new patch, it was not a smooth start, but it did add level 60, a new zone. I think it was. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. It does add. They are beginning to put out a lot of big updates.
Okay.
I think the next big update will be the housing one.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting to see how they do that.
yeah.
I don't know. Housing is always an interesting feature in MMOs to me. And this just may be me personally, but it always seems like one of those features that everybody wants until you get it, and then you're like, oh, what are we going to do with it now, kind of thing. But I'm sure it could be done in a way that would be really fun, really cool. And I know that there are some players that do really enjoy it, especially more of the RPers or folks that want to kind of be able to show off accomplishments they've made, if that's available in the way that they do housing in this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might. If people are familiar with Unity, I think it will be a bit like that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you'll be like in. I don't think you'll be able to see your character and then start moving it around. I think everything will go like 2D, I think.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to like. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got lots of information. It may go like 2D or like, top down, and then you'll start to like choose doors and then choose walls and wall off what you want.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that.
What do you? Who do you think? I mean, we talked a little bit about a younger audience being one of the possibilities for a game like this. What are the other games that you feel like this is competing with, or if you don't want to say specifically other games, what's kind of the, again, some of the target audience, or sort of design for marketing the game and such?
The main say about the main target audience is it's mainly for well, there's no age limit really. It's just for people who just want to play a fast-paced game. They don't want to download a 20 gig game like some games.
Yep.
And they just want to play straight away. They don't want to download anything separate. It's just Unity. It's a few megabyte. Once that's downloaded, you can jump straight in. In terms of competition, I think there's one game. It's not the same genre, but there has been talk about it being competition, but I don't really see it as that.
Okay. Do you hear any, when new players first get in and they're sort of adjusting to the mechanics of this game, maybe even the graphical style, and I don't know if this is a fair sort of statement to make, but I think when I started playing this game, it definitely had sort of an Asian feel to it. Other games that I've played that have felt similar. I mean, do you hear that a lot, or is that just me?
Yeah, well, the company Mechanics Games who made this games are based in China.
Yeah.
So I think you will be seeing hints of Chinese or Asian rather like art style and gameplays. The Gold Smash challenge. That I guess you'd say that is very different compared to like, what you've seen in other games.
Absolutely.
I think I don't think it's a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a good addition because it's different, and it's not just go there, kill that, get me that, and then here's your XP. It's I like the options to do something different.
Right. So these daily goals, it looks like I could either get the reward now or continue to let the bar fill up more and get bigger rewards. Is that how that works?
Yeah. That finish now button. It's for people who've got spare electrum, spent money in the game. But I think I have a lot of electrum, but I still do my daily goals because it gives me more XP than it would if I would just click finish now and done. But yeah, there is daily goals you have to do. But I don't usually do the PvP one because I'm not really a PvPer.
Okay. So this is the green experience bar down here at the bottom. So I'm 7%. It feels like I've been level 7 for a while. Like perhaps I'm not doing it right.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do like a little guide or a little, walkthrough of the most like efficient way of leveling.
Uh-huh.
I would say do do your main mission quest up to a point, because what you'll start to get is you'll follow the main quest, and it'll be like you need to be level 10 and you're level like 7 or something.
Uh-huh.
I would suggest you go back to the dungeons like bunker halls and pick up that green quest and do them.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna like handicap yourself, and you're gonna
Right.
be like, oh, why am I, hitting less? You don't need to do them. You can struggle and try and do a level 10 quest at level 8. But yeah, it's you should definitely spend time and do those quests, and get some XP.
It's amazing how different my character is looking now that I'm getting some new types of gear.
Yeah. I think the armor in this game, what the concept artist did in the art department is just amazing. You
Yeah.
can just tell the difference between like a higher level character and a lower level character. You'll start to see like people walking around with without a helmet, or just like some boots and some, I don't know, like shorts on, and then you see someone who's level 60 and he's wearing like spikes upon on spikes, stuff like that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
You'll start to see a lot of different armor.
That's cool. All right, so I know we had talked about going for an hour, which we're a little past that now. What else? I mean, what else do we need to say about City of Steam that we haven't talked about yet? And then let's get to that giveaway.
All I have to say really is there's been a lot of negative reviews for the game on Steam, which is totally understandable. There's in this market, in gaming in general, we've got a lot of massive, big games out there, and what a lot of people like to do, which is unfair, is they play like a massive game, a massive MMO that's been out for years upon years, and they get so used to playing it, and then when they see this, they think, oh, this is a step down. This is like amateur hour. Why should I? They'll play this and just laugh at it. It's not how you should approach this.
Right.
It's definitely not. You need to look. Yes, it's free to play and it's a browser game, but you need to look past that. You need to look at the art style. You need to look at the lore of the game, and the music as well is beautiful in this game. You can't deny that. But yeah.
I actually haven't heard much of the music because I just didn't want it to drown us out, but I'd like to hear more of it. That would be cool.
Yeah, if you want to spend a few hours and then leave, or if you haven't got a lot of time in your hands and you just want to log in and do something quick.
Right.
If you don't want to download a 20 gig game on your poor laptop that can't run any games, this is the game for you.
Absolutely. It seems like, though the screen is a little crowded, and I think it would take me some time to get used to kind of, to remember what everything is and where it is, and there's a lot of bright colors and such, but it seems like just from the little bit that I have played that there are just lots of different options, lots of things to entertain you, and a variety of things to do. Someone in chat mentioned that I should have played a gunner. It's more entertaining to watch. I apologize. One of my goals in when Dan and I talked about doing this was I really wanted to try a melee class. I often do play melee classes in MMOs, and so it's been fun for me to do that. But I'm sorry if it would have been more entertaining to get the guns out. I apologize. All right, so what do you want to do with this giveaway here? Do you have a way of doing this, or do you want me to?
It's up to you if you want to do a raffle. I don't mind.
Do you have a randomizer, or do you need me to figure out that part?
I'm not really a streamer, so I'm not sure exactly.
Let me go to my dashboard. I believe I have a way to do this. So we're going to be doing a giveaway here, and I think what we need to do, if I can figure out how to set this up, is we'll have anybody that would like to be considered for the giveaway. We need to, I need to figure out how to get you to say something in chat, because it might as well go to someone who is going to be playing it or going to be enjoying it, or is interested in it. So let's see here. David, I think you've used this before, so if you have any recommendations, I'm in the Google add-on giveaway manager or whatever it's called, and what I'm trying to figure out is a way to do a word that will enter. Okay. Set keyword required to enter speakers list. All right. All right, so we'll just do COS free. So let's see if this works. We're going to be giving away, actually I don't know, something out of the shop in game. Dan is going to be giving, whoever wins it is going to have a choice, I believe. So I think if everyone types, and I'm going to COS free. Anyone that's interested in the giveaway, type what I just typed into chat, and let's see if this starts to work.
Does that work?
Yes.
Okay.
You are now in it.
Yeah.
All right, let me update it and see if he got added. He did. Sweet. Give everybody a few seconds here.
I hope I don't. I hope I win now. Instead of spending Electrum.
But what would you choose? Alright, so the last person that's done it so far was Dejalu 2, and he is in there. So one thing I could do here, I suppose, is make it so that everyone can see who the winner is going to be. Is that popping up? Yeah. Alright. So 15 more seconds and then we're going to roll the dice here, folks. So if anybody's interested in getting something, it sounds like you're going to have some choice in the matter, something from the in-game shop from Oggy, then type COS free into chat. 5 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the dice here, folks. You're not gonna believe this.
Please let me win. Is it me?
You won. And you know what I should have said? I should have said, if you're not following my stream, you're not eligible, because you're not following my stream. So you don't win. We're going to roll again.
Oh, well.
All right, here we go. Rolling again. All right, the winner is Vinny Brown. Vinny Brown, congratulations. All right, so now, what's the best way for Vinny? Should Vinny basically just contact? I mean, he may not even have the game running, or he may not have created a character yet. So should he just contact you? I mean, should y'all just be sort of in contact so that he can log in and you can log in and?
Yeah.
Okay.
If, hold on, I should probably type this as well. If Vinny Brown, if you just if you haven't made a character on server 1, then you can just send me a message to Oggy. Hold on, there you go. I'll just type it now.
Message on Twitch or on in game or what?
Yeah.
Oggy, O-G-G-Y. Okay, so in game, send him a message. And I suppose he can also, I mean, he can let, if for some reason he logs in and you're not in or whatever, Vinny, just let me know because I've got Oggy on Skype, obviously, and I can send him a message there and help y'all coordinate if that needs to happen. Let's see. Will it let me chat in World Chat yet?
Oh, it's level 10.
Okay, that's why I wasn't doing it.
Because we got a lot of gold spammers for some reason, even though you can't buy gold. Sorry, Electrum. A lot of Electrum sellers for some reason. But they have to reach level 10 to advertise, but which we just ban them straight away. So.
Oh, I feel bad. People are typing COS free into the chat in game.
No.
Was that? I hope they weren't confused on where we were doing this. Anyway, hopefully they were just letting people know they needed to come to the stream to type that. So.
Yeah, it's fine. That's weird. How would they know?
Well, I think some of the people are in game and in watching this or listening to us because I've been seeing messages in the world chat, and I was trying to respond several times, and every time I checked, it was like, no, you can only do local. So.
Well, they weren't registered to Twitch, or they just sign in as a guest.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh well.
All right, cool. Well, Dan, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Listen, I've really enjoyed it, and who knows, maybe we can do this again sometime if you'd be interested. If I can level my character a little more, sounds like level 15 and beyond, other things start opening up. Maybe we can spend a little more time together at some point and go into some of the more later game options and such.
Yeah, it was fun. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad I could, explain, certain parts of the game to people who haven't, necessarily seen this game before.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'll like to do it again whenever you want.
Perfect. And thanks for everybody who's been watching in stream. Again, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and follow me here in the Twitch channel. Typically my schedule is Monday through Friday. Mondays I start a little later, but Tuesday through Friday it's usually around 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern time until early to mid-afternoon. So several hours, usually ends up being around 5 or 6 hours a day streaming, and play a variety of MMOs and other games. So if there's City of Steam fans, like I said before, would love to have y'all join me again, and that would certainly help encourage me to get back into City of Steam and continue to work on leveling some tunes. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this broadcast so that it's a little bit easier to highlight and cut and such for YouTube and for highlighting on Twitch. But I will be back here in probably 10 minutes or so and continue with some probably about 2 more hours of streaming this afternoon. But once again, Dan, thanks for joining, and everyone in chat, thank you so much for joining us for this.
Yeah, it's cool. Levis wishes he was here. Sorry, Levis.
All right, cool.